Questions and answers on Microvita. Excerpt A. A reading of a P.R. Sarkar discourse.
February 1987. Published in Microvitum in a nutshell. 1. Question. Suppose in a particular country there is balanced physical prama trikon, balanced psychic prama trikon and balanced spiritual prama trikon. But these three types of prama trikon do not coincide. Generally they coincide in the spiritual stratum in that case or in that particular country. How can good-thinking people fight against the depraving effects of enemy Microvita? Answer. Microvita are your friends and they are also your enemies. If controlled by good people, Microvita are your friends, and if controlled by bad people, Microvita are your enemies. By nature some Microvita are your friends, by nature some Microvita are your enemies. Those which are by nature your enemies may also become your friends if controlled by good people. Poison is used as a medicine, snake venom is also used as a medicine. If millions of physical prama trikonas, psychic prama trikonas and spiritual prama trikonas do not coincide in a single point, then there will be a tug of war amongst them and finally they will get deranged, they will reach the stage of disruption. Their inner balance will be destroyed. When they coincide, the triangle of forces comes in proximity with the guna trikon. There are several million physical prama trikonas, several million psychic prama trikonas and several million spiritual prama trikonas. If prama trikonas are destroyed, in that case good people would take the help of friend Microvita. Some Microvita are, in effect, your friends and some are your enemies. By nature, no Microvitum is either a friend or enemy of human beings. Na kashcit kasyacit mitram, na kashcit kasyacit ripu. Vyavaha na mitra nija yante ripavastatha. No one is the friend or enemy of anyone by nature. By one's behavior a person may become friendly or inimical to others. Microvita which are inimical by nature may become your friends if controlled by good people. Though poison is fatal for humans, it is also a life-saving drug. Even snake venom is recognized by all as a medicine. 2. Question. How can good people fight against the evil effect of negative Microvita? Microvita may be your friend, the collective body of Microvita may be your friend or they may not be your friend. What are good people to do under such circumstances? Answer. There will be a tug-of-war amongst these three triangles and finally they will get deranged, they will get disturbed. The prama amongst all these three triangles will be lost. 3. Question. In order to encourage the movement of positive Microvita and to discourage the movement of negative Microvita, should the education system of the entire world and the entire universe be reoriented? What should be done regarding the educational system of the universe, not only of India and this small planet of ours? What should be the approach? What should be the stages, the phases, the physico-psychic and psycho-spiritual approach? Answer. The question is a bit knotty. We must develop the physico-psychic aspect of students through proper physical culture, which will include yoga asanas, proper diet, games, sports, etc. And to develop the psycho-spiritual aspect, we must reorient the entire curriculum of all schools from kindergarten to postgraduate level according to the neo-humanist philosophy, and must incorporate the practices of Ashtanga yoga into the curriculum in all grades. This will be the practical approach. And the guiding philosophy, the controlling philosophy should be, this universe is ours and we means humans, animals and plants. 4. Question. Should the knowledge regarding Microvita be treated as para vidya or apara vidya? Answer. Certainly it is a paravidya because paravidya is psycho-spiritual knowledge. But this aparavidya will help us much in attaining the stage of paravidya, the layer of spirituality, the lower strata of paravidya. 5. Question: do these microvita occupy any space? If so, what is that space? Is it ethereal, psychic or suprapsychic? Answer: according to degrees of subtlety, some microvita occupy ethereal space, some occupy psychic space, and some occupy suprapsychic space. Suprapsychic means where the psychic comes in continuous touch, continuous contact, with the spiritual, the silver lining between the spiritual and psychic. The spiritual level, the spiritual space, is not for microvita because they are something created by the cosmic mind. Some microvita occupy the subtlest layer of the physical sphere, and some are subtler than that, they are psychic. And some are still higher, they are suprapsychic. According to their subtlety, some microvita can be seen by a microscope, some cannot, but come in contact with mind through their actional faculty, and some can be seen by highly developed conceptual minds functioning within the field of perception. Microvita do not only function within the physical stratum, they also function within the psychic stratum, but they do not function within the spiritual stratum. They cannot affect the spiritual structure, but they can affect both the physical and psychic structures. 6. Question: can there be any correlation between the specialities of the nuclear structure of the carbon atom, mobility, motivity and existential faculty, with those of microvita? Answer: you know nothing about the nuclear structure of microvita, you know a little about the nuclear structure of carbon atoms, and you know a few specialities of carbon atoms. So far as positive or friend, Amy, microvita are concerned, there can be a proper adjustment. There can be a correlation, and for some microvita there cannot be any correlation, they are ultravious to the existence of each other. There are positive or friend microvita, negative or enemy microvita, and neutral microvita. If controlled by good people, microvita are your friends, if controlled by bad people, microvita are your enemies. And by nature some microvita are your friends, by nature some microvita are your enemies. Those which are by nature your enemies may also become your friends if controlled by good people. When a few negative microvita penetrate your body, you feel very uneasy. But when millions of negative microvita enter, it does not take more than a few seconds for even an elephant to die. If neutral microvita enter your body, you do not feel anything special. When friend microvita enter your body, you do not feel anything special. When friend microvita enter your body and mind, you have a comfortable feeling. A few negative microvita, when they enter the human body and mind, bring much change in the feelings, but when millions of them enter, it becomes very difficult for anyone to survive long. Ordinarily microvita become more active in the night when human beings are asleep. February 1987. Published in Microvitum in a Nutshell, a compilation.